What's going on, everybody? It's the Bearded One back with another beer review, and I'm excited about this one. We've got over and over and over. It is a pineapple sour ale brewed with vanilla from Orpheus. Cool artwork as always. Didn't look up anything about the beer. You know, I watched a recent review from Brandon Norwood. He reviewed Bat Squatch from Rogue. I was trying to think of how to pronounce the name. But that just got me fired up to just turn on the camera and do some beer reviews. So I didn't do my proper research, my proper homework on these beers. I just did 2 previous reviews. And so I'm just here, you know, throwing another one back. This is the one I've been wanting to drink since I bought it. Every time I buy something from Orpheus, I don't care if it's a style I don't prefer, I get excited about it. They're a good brewery. I consider them the treehouse of the South. No, they're not known for IPAs, they're known for sours. But I think their artisan vibe, the prestige they put on their beers, the care. Not that other breweries don't care about their beer. It just seems like a whole nother thing. Seems like a whole nother level for Orpheus, in my opinion. I feel like, you know, I've never had a Treehouse beer, but I follow Treehouse's socials. You know, I've watched reviews of Treehouse. Watched documentaries that included Treehouse in them. Shout out to the Craft Beer channel for that. They'll make great mini docs on beer. And I just feel like that's a proper comparison, in my opinion. So yeah, sour ale with pineapple and vanilla. We will be the judge of that. The back of the can reads, "The grievous cycle of the transmigration of souls could only be broken after the mysteries of the gods were revealed to Orpheus. Those mysteries have been lost to time. So enjoy your endless loop. We packed in as much tropical fruit and brightness as we could and rounded it out with vanilla for a beer you'll want over and over and over." So this came from a base beer called Transmigration of Souls, if I had to guess. I think Transmigration of Souls, it's either an IPA or a Pilsner of theirs. I can't remember which one's which. Either way, I'm excited. Been thinking about this beer for a long time, and you know, I posted this in my latest announcements video, but because of school and other priorities, I just haven't been shooting as much. Man, this thing smells sweet. I think it smells like pineapple already, and the vanilla. Vanilla and pineapple for days. Whew. And that's just like, I think I've heard it called a drive-by sniff. This brewery is so good. So good. Orpheus and Brewing people, don't look back. Pearly white head, dissipation was pretty fast in my opinion. Doesn't retain very well either. However, for what it is thin. I'm not going to try to describe it because it's really not even there anymore. Straight up looks like pineapple juice, very pale straw. I mean, just a very pale, almost a wit beer color. It could almost be classified as a white ale, honestly, except that it's been soured. I'll just bring forward here. Bubbles rising everywhere. Maybe it's carbonated. It's definitely a hazy for sure. Not haze bomb, but it's hazy. I can barely make out my fingers in this thing, and it highlights with just really clear. I don't want to say color, but just a really clear water-like highlights around parts of the glass. Great looking beer, guys. Pineapple, and it's soured. There's vanilla in there. I smell it dancing around with that pineapple. The vanilla is real subtle though. I don't find vanilla to be much of a bold flavor anyways. Maybe some lemon in here. Not like a hoppy lemon though, because there's no hop presence in this aroma. Yeah, just a lot of really bright citrus character. I think it's mostly pineapple though, a little bit of vanilla, maybe like a crackery malt base. Yeah, that's all I'm getting really. Nothing wrong with that. Not every beer has to have 45 different flavors in it. So, because this is my third review within the span of 45 minutes, I palate cleansed for this review with almonds, and I just got a big taste of those almonds. So FYI, be careful what you palate cleanse with, because it could show up in your beer. This is not an almond beer though. Yeah, very, very juicy. Lots of pineapple here. Almost tastes like they juiced pineapple and threw it into the mash. And maybe that's what they did. Breweries do use real fruit. Subtle vanilla, but it plays in there. It's prevalent enough to taste it, to tell that it's vanilla. And it floats around with that pineapple very nice. It's very complementary to the citric sourness of the pineapple. Light white bread, crackery malt base, not very overpowering, just anchors the beer like it should in a beer of this style. Very light, dank prickliness from the carbonation. It is there though, it's not devoid. But this thing's like, I can't get over the pineapple. It's like fleshy. I'm constantly thinking of cutting, as I've had fresh pineapple recently. I mean, it's almost like I'm cutting into a pineapple and tearing a chunk out of it, eating a chunk of it. The pineapple is just that fresh to me. Mouthfeel, I would say it's a lighter mouthfeel, lighter viscosity. This thing ain't boozy at all. Although after you drink if you drink a pint, of craft beer, I don't care what the ABV is. For some reason, it hits you different than like a macro lager. 7.5% alcohol. Maybe there's a kiss of booze in here. Just a kiss, like a peck. The booze pecked you on the cheek. Puckering quality, I'd say it's mild. Puckering quality, it's there. It's definitely tastes like a sour beer. But if you get your rocks off to beers that are going to make you wince when you drink them, this ain't that kind of sour. This ain't your grandkid. You know how they say it's not your dad's root beer? Well, this ain't your grandkid's sour. This is more for the older people. This is your dad's sour. I don't know what happened there. Maybe some lemon in there. Just very bright citric flavors. If there's anything else other than the pineapple. Maybe some lemon. Coming up, it is carbonated. Recommendations goes, I think this is a good introduction to sours. The puckering quality is more reminiscent of a Goza. I'm not well versed in Berliner Weiss, so I don't want to speak on Berliner Weiss. But yeah, it's not an overpowering puckering quality. There's plenty of fresh pineapple here, to where people who are hardcore about imperialized flavors, Orpheus is great about that. Plenty, I mean, it's like an imperial pineapple sour as far as the pineapple goes, pretty much. Subtle vanilla to, just to add another layer of depth there. For a more experienced drinker that cares about complexity. Maybe a dash of lemon. I can't tell if it's really lemon or not, but I feel like I'm getting just a complimentary lemon there, like crackery malt beer. Just easy drinking beer at 7.5% beer. It's going to get you where you want to be, especially in these hot, I don't know where you live, you watching this, but if you live anywhere near Alabama, where I'm from, this beer is going to get you where you want to be in a hot southern Alabama day in June, about to be July. Excuse me. Yeah, I think this is like an ambassador for the sour. I think this could pull in literally anybody that is curious and wants to try a sour, or loves sours, or Berliner Weisses, or Gozas. I don't feel like it's too strong. I don't feel like it's too weak either. Really solid, another solid offering from Orpheus. Yes, I'm that guy. I pour beers into glasses with that beer's logo on there. Yes, I am that guy. If I had Orpheus merch, I would be wearing Orpheus merch right now. I can't stop sipping on this thing. Good beer. I'm going to throw a curveball at you, though. I've been bragging a lot about this beer. However, when it comes to just a hard grade, and having experienced multiple Orpheus beers by this point. This is probably my 4th or 5th beer from Orpheus now. This is probably my least favorite Orpheus beer. However, I'm going to give this a 4 out of a 5. An A- rating, I would still buy this. I would still drink it. And a 4 out of a 5 is a hella good score. And when that is your... Orpheus has a beer on my GOAT list. And if you're new to the channel, you can just go back to my best beers of 2019. And there's an Orpheus beer on the best beers of 2019 video. However, this one just to me seems a little more one-trick pony. It's a little thinner than I'm used to with Orpheus by this point. However, the one on my GOAT list is a thinner sour. So it's not all milkshakey and thick like the Cherry Atalanta or the Circularity that I've had from them. But nevertheless, still a good beer. Still like it. Still, I don't want to get political on you guys, but Orpheus did post something on their Instagram that I found to be controversial. However, I think it was posted with good intent. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Still love the brewery even after that post. Because I think they posted that with good intentions. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Over and over and over, Orpheus Brewing. Another great beer from Orpheus. 4.5 out of 5. Till next time, guys. Cheers.